Hello and welcome back to Mike's Basement. Today we're taking a look at a brand new ship. And you're seeing it right there, the Crusader C2 Hercules Starlifter. And I have put up my own Crusader Mercury Starrunner in order for sort of a kind of a size comparison. So if let's run over to the main gun here. It's a size 3, I think. And let's take a look at the landing gear. Sort of roughly this size here. If we compare with me, sort of an outside look. Let me turn myself around like that. Let's move a little bit away. Like that. You should have a pretty good idea how big the C2 Hercules is. It's a reasonable big ship, as you can see when I go around like this. Walk around like this, you can see it's reasonable big. Alright, let's go over to the Starlifter. Let's do the same. Let's start out at the main gear. Now, the main front gear is actually surprisingly small. Let me just move myself around like that. As you can see, it's not really that big. If I walk around like this. But when you get a little bit further away from the Starlifter, you can see how genuinely big it is. So let's make another comparison, because one of the things that you'll notice when you watch these two ships from the back, from behind, you'll see how they really look like each other. So here are the main engines of the Starrunner. They are reasonable big, but they're not insanely big. Let's do the same. Let's walk over or run over to the Starlifter. And there, when you look at the main engines, they are huge. And when you stand in over the ship, when you walk in over it, when you walk beside it, that's where you notice how big this ship is. One of the things that I noticed with this ship that really got to me is I was surprised that the main hangar wasn't bigger than it was. I mean, it can hold a tank that we're going to take a look of later on. But I was genuinely surprised that the main hangar room wasn't bigger. So, one of the really cool things about the Starlifter is the fact that you can enter the hangar both from the front and from the back. So now we went in from the back. Let's run over to the front. The opening should be somewhere around here. Open. There you go. Now, whether you need to have both of them open at the same time, I'm not going to make any judgment about that. That's a call. That's a judgment call. But it means that you can enter and exit the hangar both from the front and from the back. And that's, in my opinion, can be a pretty big advantage. Alright. So I already showed you how the Crusader Mercury Starrunner looks inside. Let's take a look at how the Starlifter looks inside. Let's close it up. Now, one of the things they do need to change is that when you close the hangar from the inside, it is completely silent. You can't hear anything at all. So this is the main hangar room. This is the area where you should be able to buy 696 SCUs of standard cargo. And we're going to try to do that with scrap. But first, we're going to take a little tour of the ship. Now, if you compare the Starlifter with the Star Runner, I am actually pretty surprised how Spartan the Starlifter really is. I mean, it's a ship designed for hauling, whether you want it hauling military things like the M2, or you're sort of more focused on cargo like the C2. I'm still surprised that there isn't very much luxury inside this ship, and you're going to see that right now. And therefore, there's not really much to show. So this is the main engine room, the engineering room. You can open all of these little opening areas here if you want to. Not that apparently, but here you can see we have storage unit and we have nothing here. Ah, cool. I didn't notice that. So now you can actually store stuff in. Cool. I never knew that. That is something really new. So this, now I don't have anything in my inventory right now, but that must mean you obviously can't access it from outside. Let's see what's on the other side. I didn't know that they have that. So you can also open this. Here you have another storage unit. Pretty neat. Pretty cool stuff. And here you should have the radar unit, which is empty. Obviously. Alright, let's see if there's any more we can open up. I don't think it. Yeah, we can open this one. So we have, what do we have here? We have another storage unit. So you can actually store quite a bit in this ship here. That's pretty neat. Well, you can access it. Maybe there's one for each crew member. I think this is a 4-person crewed ship, so. Then we have the main engine back here. We can open this one. Here we should have cooler system. Prepared so when we get engineering inside the game. We can open this one. What do we have here? Jump drive. So here's the jump drive. We can't remove it. I'm pretty sure that one or two person couldn't handle it. The main engine, hydrogen engine, whatever it really is. So as you can see, it's very I wouldn't call it low tech because obviously it's high tech. But it's focused on accessibility and I would call it modificability. That you can change things out and you can rearrange stuff and all that. You have contamination. All right, we can't look at that. You have the ability to modify the ship and do whatever you want with it, and it has a lot of these personal storage units that you can utilize. All right, let's take a look at the recreation area. So in here, like I said, it's quite Spartan. So we have a little bench with a table that we can sit at and eat. Where there's no wind apparently. We have a bookshelf with books that you cannot use. We have this mess hall area thing like here with, I suppose this is for cups or something like that, or maybe it's just where you can put stuff down. And we should have, I think this is going to be some kind of fridge or anything like that where you can have your food inside. And then we have the ordinary fridge here with beverages, with fruits, and I think this must be some kind of salad or lettuce or something like that. And down here we have yogurts and milk and what have you. This is the cooling storage area. Then we have a little bench where you can sit and have fun and relax. And then another bookshelf. And we have, I think this is going to be some life rafts or anything like that. And a TV that I don't think works. Let's see. No. So, I mean, it's okay. You can sit here and you can enjoy watching the television or whatever it is, but that's it. That's all there is to the well, I'm sorry, we have a little bit of the same as we have in the Star Runner. We have, I suppose this is going to be a espresso maker. It says so. Non-functional, unfortunately. Some kind of food dispenser, food processor. And then a microwave oven here. That's it. I mean, it's all you really need in a ship. But if you compare it to something like the 600i, it's not. There's no luxury here. None at all. So let's go to the habitation area, the crew area. And again, you have a couple of boxes, places where you can store clothing and whatever you want to store in there. One thing CIG should have thought about is that when you open these doors here, it's actually hard to get to the button here. You need to go stand sort of to the side. But I mean, that's a minor thing. You have the usual, I suppose it's the captain desk or something like that, where you can sit and you can work and whatever you want to do. Oh, sorry, wrong button. You have the similar over here, with a minor exception. Look at this. They have sort of little plush or I don't know what it is, soft version of the Ursa rover. I actually find it to be a little bit cute that you have this little Ursa rover here. Then we have beds, bunks, and obviously toilet. And just like before, it's a combi bath toilet, so you can pull it out. You can't sit on it yet, but why the heck does it say dude? Let's try the other one. That's a funny sound. And that button seems to be non-functional, but it is there. Still can't sit down, but it's roughly the same design as you have for the Star Runner. It's not much difference here, and you have, let me see, 2 bunks? Really? Only 2 bunks? That's not much. I don't know if there's another habitation area. I don't think it. Now you have habitation there and habitation there. Is this supposed to be a 2-person ship? I didn't know that. I didn't think that. But it's pretty cool if you compare it with the Star Runner. That's a 3-person ship. I actually think it's 4-person. So again, you have some opening area where we can change stuff out. That's, I mean, basically the same as we have on the Star Runner. And again, you can see Crusader, they have their thing about these long stretch halls here because we see a lot of them. And again, a lot of different areas that we can open. But I really like the idea about the this storage unit here, because that means that you can actually store stuff on the ship. I mean, you can buy some beverages, some food, and something like that, and then you can actually put it inside your ship. So when you need it, when you need to go into the personal storage, and it can hold 2,000 SCUs, that's a pretty big deal. And there's, what was 4 or 5 of them? That's actually pretty neat. And obviously it didn't want to close now. Yeah, it did. Alright. So let's take a look at the bridge. Yeah, we have these buttons here. I'm not sure I really understand them. So you have bright light like now. Then you can dim it. And I get that, except this annoying lamp that you have right here. Down at the engineering section. I don't know what the heck it is, but it's really bright. And then you have another button that I would suppose turn off the light, but instead it seemed to dim it. So I'm really not sure if when you go to this, it's bright. When you go to this, it's dimmed. Well, maybe you can call it off, but there's still light in here. Alright, let's turn on the main light. Let's go to the bridge. So, I mean, that is really all there is to show about the Starlifter. Again, we have some more openings. We have... Oh, I can actually open these, I think. Yeah, so you can enter. I think there's supposed to be some kind of escape hatches or something like that. Maybe it's for EVA suits. I'm not sure, but you can open them nevertheless. You have some another area here. I'm not sure. All right, that's really all there is to show about the Starlifter. Here we have the bridge. Another expansion slot. I'm not sure what is supposed to be in here, but there's another one here. Same. Alright, let's try to go and buy some stuff with the Starlifter. So we're going to take a short little trip. Turn off the light. Let's see, I think I turned off the engines here. Alright, so let's take off. Now, compared to the size of the ship, it is actually pretty nimble. It has two size 5, I think it is, Gatlings. Gimbaled Gatlings. I'm not sure you can change them to fixed. I'm not sure you would want to. I mean, it is a maneuverable ship, but not that maneuverable. But nevertheless, I mean, size 5 Gatlings, the Revenants, that's something. Alright, let's go to, let me see. Oh, we can fill it up, because otherwise this is going to be a bit of a bummer. Let's go to Heraldry. Yeah, one thing I can say about the C2 that I do not like, it's the quantum drive. It's slow and it takes forever to spool up.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
But other than that, I would say it is a pretty nice ship. Now, obviously, this ship is going to be the next king of hauling. If we can get something nice to haul. I mean, they should have seems to be fixed. But let's see how much scrap we can buy here. Scrap should be the commodity that you can get in the most amounts. So I will cut the video here, and then I will see you when we have landed successfully at Herald 3. See you then.
Landing gear down. Alert. Front crash close. Alert. Deck crash close. Alert. Port crash close. Alert. Starboard crash close. Alert. Front crash close. Alert. Starboard crash close. Landing complete. Engines off.
Alright, we have landed at Hurl 3. It took a little bit of work to get inside, but got it. So, one of the things that I would like also for CAG to fix is this elevator here. As far as I can see, there's no way for you to make it go up. So you need to be on board it and then tell it to. And then you can exit it. So in fact you need to say go to lower deck and then jump out. And then you can't get out. So that's a little bit of a problem, that you need to do all of this in order to get out of the ship. In reality, you need to say go to top deck and then jump, jump, jump. And then you can't get out. It's a little bit weird, this. That you get stuck on the elevator. Alright, welcome back. I found my way all the way back to the admin's office after the 30k. I also went and changed. Let's see how much we can buy. Destination full. 101,505. Let me just write that down. 101,504. 1.46 alpha UEC. That's okay. So I need to see the potential the potential profit we can get from owning such a ship. I mean, it is almost it's more than 100 larger than the Caterpillar, and in my opinion a heck of a lot cooler. But let's see how much we can actually get from selling scrap using this ship here. Yeah, I went into the hangar, and then I changed the quantum drives on the C2 and the M2. So now the C2 has the Pontus quantum drive. Should be quite a lot better than the other one, the Kama, I think it was called. Alright, let's see hangar 1. Let's go to hangar 1. So I calculated that with the under best of circumstances, roughly, with the Caterpillar and its 576 SCUs of cargo room, you can earn about, I don't know, I think it's about 25,000, 27,000 or something like that, alpha UEC for one haul. So I'm expecting that the Starlifter will give us something in the area of I don't know, something like 30,000, perhaps 35,000. Let me see if they are. No, they're still not solid. This is so weird. There's no clipping on them, so you can walk right through them. Now, I have to admit that even though I thought the cargo room was a bit small, there can be a lot of boxes inside this cargo room here. It is huge. And huge on huge. Look at that. Alright. Let's go sell it. Now let's take the staircase this time. I forgot to say that on the last round. There is a staircase, yes, and a opening that doesn't open when I'm going through. Well, you can't have it all. Lightning wise, even though the ship is not powered down, because one of the cool new features in 3.13 and obviously also 3.13.1 is that now the state of the ship is more or less persistent, meaning that the ship will be stored and restored, delivered in the state that you stored it. So if you store it fully powered, you will receive it fully powered. And that is something I really think is fantastic. Alright, let's see how much better this quantum drive is. Let's go back to PO and see if we can sell this. Now, the problem with selling scrap at the moment is that there are two places that you can sell scrap. One somewhere on Microtech, and the other is, well, it's Port Olisar. Before we had both Delamar, that is Levski, where we could sell scrap, and we also had Port Olisar, obviously. But let's see how much potential profit you can get from selling scrap with this ship here.
Landing gear up.
And then let's also see if I can see some of the. Well, the spooling time is definitely different.
Quantum travel engaged.
I believe that I also at once put the Ponties on my Carrack, which is also a nice ship to use for trading. The thing about the Caterpillar that I really like is that it is narrow. And the cool thing about a narrow ship is that it's pretty easy to get through the hangars. That's the front hangars. Landing the Caterpillar, on the other hand, in a hangar, that can be something. But I'm hoping that CIG will give us the same kind of camera, or I don't know what you want to call it, guidance system that we have right now for docking, both ship to ship and ship to station. They'll give us the same kind of system, perhaps in a little bit boiled down version, for landing, so we can get on a screen to see where we are with respect to the middle of the hangar. Because I said obviously that has to be measured out, because when I say the middle of the hangar, it is obviously the middle of the hangar with respect to the middle of the ship, so that when those two dots are placed relatively above each other, then you know that you are in a perfect position to land the ship. That would be nice. Alright, let's see if we can land this big bird here and get some money. And again, I'm going to show you. Okay, I only need one. And again, I'm going to show you the issue we have with. So, no, we don't need to do it yet. the issue we have with that hangar. No, not the hangar. That elevator. Please, the idea. Put some button on front of the elevator or something like that, so that you can, or button outside, so that you can send the elevator back up when you have used it. It's a little bit crazy that especially in a game like this, that you cannot save these things.
Landing gear down. Alert. Front crash close. Alert. Deck crash close.
Was that a Cuddy Black that... Alright. Guess I'm landing.
Alert. Front crash close. Landing.
Let's see. Oh, seems to be a good landing. Let's turn off the engines.
Engines off.
Let's go out and see how much we can sell. Exactly. Hopefully we can sell it all. The next we're going to take a look at will be the Tumbril Nova Tank. Now, I will also try to feature this Tonk to the best of my ability, but the Tonk does have, and yes, its name is the Tonk. The Tonk does have one pretty big issue right now, and that is it seems to be highly and very deeply connected with its owner. Actually, seems to be so connected with its owner that if you try to leave it, it will blow you up. So, yeah. I don't know. There we go. Let me see. Will it go up? Please go up. Yeah, thank you. Alright, let's go in and see if we can sell some stuff. Then we're going to land that at, I think Shubin. Should be in daylight right now, so we can take a good look at that. That seems to be the lighting from the lighting area from the what's it called? The reclaimer. No, that's bigger. I never noticed they had such a huge lamp on PO, but perhaps perhaps they always have had that. So let's go and see if we can sell it all, and particularly how much we will get. Of course, this is only going to be sort of guidance-wise. It's not going to be a number that you can really trust in a high degree, because what you can buy it for and what you can sell it for is highly dependent on how many people is actually trading in this way. But let's take a peek. So we have a Hercules C2. All source, so it's 126 for 183. 126 740. I can say right now that is actually less than I expected. But I also think that, let me just see what the best case prices for scrap would be. Let's see, go to let's see, trading, commodities, scrap, submit. So yeah, we bought it for 1.4 something. That's actually pretty decent. The minimum price is 135, except for two places. It's 1.6 and 1.44. You can sell it for 1.85. Did I get to sell it? Let me see. No, obviously. try to go over to the other terminal and see if that will make a difference. Sell. Come on. Hey. C2. Alright. See. Huh, interesting. Alright, but we got the price 126, let's see, and the best was 185. What was the price here? Can I see that? No, obviously I cannot see that. Let me just go and take a peek at whether my ship was lost somewhere. They didn't even store it. Alright, let's see if now it's not in a limbo anymore. Let's see if I can find it on this terminal over here. Sell. Let's see, we have the C2. Oh, I did sell it. Alright, fair enough. It seems. But why does it say that I have scrap over here? A little bit strange. Alright, so one terminal tells me that I have an empty cargo hold, and the other terminal tells them that I have a full cargo hold. Nevertheless, let's take a look here. So here we have, in best of circumstances, we can buy for, we can sell for 185. 1.85, and we can buy for 1.35. That is a difference of a half, or 0.5. So 0.5 times, and that must be 696.00. Yeah, in best of circumstances, we should sell for 34,800, which is roughly around where I thought we would be able to sell it for. In this case, we sold it for 126,740, and we bought it for 101,505, which is, it's almost 10,000 less, but I mean, that's depending on the prices, right? What was it, 135? We can count that, we can calculate that. 101,505 divided by 696.00. 1.45, yes, and we sold it for 126,740 divided by 696.00. We sold it for 1.82, so it's not too much, not much of a difference, but it is there. And in this case, we have a difference of 1.82 minus 1.46, I would say. That's 0.36. So from 0.36 up to 0.5, that's a big bit of difference. But the good thing is that you earn 25,000 in this case, and you what's it called? You let me see, 25, and you risk 101,000. So you earn 25,235, and let's divide that by 101,505 times 100. That's about a profit margin of roughly 25%. That's not bad. So you risk 101,000, but you get 25,000 back. And in better circumstances, well, you will buy it for a little bit less, so you'll risk less, and you'll sell it for more. So I would say hauling scrap with anything like a Carrack, a Caterpillar, or a or in this case, C2, that's a pretty good deal. That is actually a pretty decent deal. Alright, I hope that you have enjoyed this video and this little sneak peek into the Hercules C2. I will probably make a lot of more videos with it when I get it for that week after it's gone live. Hopefully they have sorted some of these bugs out here. But the cool thing about what I really like about the C2 Hercules is the fact that it is a pretty big ship for 2 people. So that must mean that all the turrets is controlled by one person, the Copilot, and the pilot controls the ship in itself. That is pretty cool. I mean, that's really good utilization of persons. Now, you can argue that I have left out something, and let's take a quick look at it, because there really isn't that much of a difference. Let's quickly see if we can spawn the M2. Now, I will say, if we can't spawn it right now, I will say right now that we could. The only real big difference between the M2 and the C2 is the amount of people that you can use in it. The C2 is obviously a 2-person ship, 2-person crewed ship. The M2 is a 3-person crewed ship. You have, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit more armament on it. Some more turrets on it. 2 more turrets or something like that. Obviously it looks a little bit different, so you still have the hind turret there. You have the underbelly turret here, but you should also have some forward-pointing turrets and some more stuff. But other than that, there really isn't a great deal of difference between them. Yeah, you have a front turret there. So I think this underbelly turret here is not present on the C2. I'm not sure about that. I know that it has a little bit more armament than the M2. Sorry, than the C2. It also, in that context, has a little bit less storage area. Let's go down to the storage deck now. I got a little bit too far up. You can see this part of the ship looks exactly the same. So this is the storage area here, and honestly, in my opinion, I really can't. It seems to be slightly less tall than the C2, but other than that, I honestly really can't see the difference between them. But it should have some better shields, better armor, more guns, and that's it. So obviously, I would expect the crew area to be a little bit different. So let's take a look at that quickly. So here we have the auxiliary crew, yes. Oh, so and obviously. So you where the heck am I? Oh no! Oh. Oh, my head, that hurt. Oh, ringing for the ears. Oh no! Oh, that hurt. Let's open the ramp. All right, so that's a difference. We have auxiliary crew here. So we have spots that people can sit. So it's sort of like a also a personal carrier. And that's just a lot of gun racks and places where you can store your clothes and all that. And then obviously all of these replace me balls. Let's take a look at the crew area, because the crew area should have... The habitation area should have 3 bunks now instead of 2. But let's see, yeah. A double bunk and a captain's bunk. That's it. Otherwise, there's no real difference here, as you can see. And again, if we run up to the bridge, you will see the only real difference between the C2 bridge and the M2 bridge is the fact that you have this auxiliary chair here. So let me just try to power up the ship. Alright. So let's see what we can control from the... What is this chair called? The gunner seat. Let's power it on. And then we should have a button somewhere to... I'm not sure, but there should be a exit and power off. There should be a enter... It's the gun down there that I'm using. But I should have a way to maneuver it around, but I don't know where the heck. There should be somewhere where I can say enter. Ah, there. So let's try again, enter remote turret. There you go. Alright, so here it is. That's the underbelly. So we can not fire because I just turned it off. Nicely done. Let's see. Power on. And then go away. Nope. It's really hard to hit that. There we go. Alright, now we should be able to shoot. Yeah. Alright, so he has the control of one gun, I think it is. Let's go see the other one here. See, we have enter remote turrets. We should also have a... let me just use this button here. There we go. So we have... This is the hind turret. Oh, they are synced. Cool. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that they should be synced in some way. Alright. That's it. Let me see if I get evicted from the seat. Last time they told me this, they really didn't store it. It just got to linger somewhere in limbo. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. Open up. Open sesame. And I'll go and tend to my saw head. Obviously you can hear that I'm still having ringing for my ears. So the difference between the M2 and the C2 is really it's minuscule. No, 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 I want to get out. Alright, I will see you in the next one where we take a look at this Nova Tank. See you then. Bye bye.